All right, let's get the specs out of the way. This is the Spyderco Smock. The overall length is 7.95 inches with a blade length of 3.45 inches. The blade material is CPM crew wear steel with a Wharncliffe blade shape. The handle material is black anodized aluminum. And as far as openers go, you have three options. You have the front flipper, thumb hole, and this reverse liner lock. So with the specs of the way, let's talk about this knife from a comfort and use perspective. Obviously you have your opening options here, and I have found that this thumb hole itself right in front is super easy to get at thanks to the way they've grooved in with this thumb groove. You can either use it in a reverse flick, or you can also use your thumb as well to open it a little bit slower if you so choose. As far as carrying goes, well, you have your 1 and your 2 options for left and right carry, very nice. You also have your lanyard hole as well. And this little back tab is very nice and consistent. When it comes to opening and closing this knife, you'll probably encounter no issues with 1, no issues on 2, and the third one, this little button here is quite shallow, it feels like. So when it comes to compressing it, you're not entirely sure how far you need to compress it to actually get the knife out and engaged. So let's say you're deploying this knife and you get it out, congratulations, and then you go to close it, and obviously the friction from this little backliner here makes it a very slow process. And actually, if you want to drop shut it, well, it's not exactly much of an option. But here's what I will say about deploying and closing. Deploying it is super satisfying from a auditory perspective, from a just kinetic perspective, from a feeling the weight of the knife go out and close. Maybe it's the aluminum in the handle, maybe it's just the weight of this actual knife, maybe it's the smock. I haven't handled another smock in a hot second, but actually closing it takes a little bit more mindfulness, I guess you could say, than some other knives. But as far as the build and the sturdiness of this knife goes, it's really comfy to use, and I do actually like the feel of this knife in my hand. Sometimes I can hold it down here, and I can also still choke up with this nice deep groove right here as well. So there's a lot that I do like about this knife. Let me know what you think of this knife and Spyderco knives in general in the comments down below. If you like this knife and want to get it for yourself, it's obviously available on our website, whitemountainknives.com. Hit subscribe if you want to get notified when we drop new knife content, as we are going to be upping the consistency in the coming weeks. But thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next video.